that's on me. Wait, what happened right there? Bag? Do you want to block the running back there? Nope. Then nope. I don't need to block the running back. Oh my gosh, I got you the block. Let's go, Frank. Come on. Hey, that first down. Good pass. On 3rd and 14. Are you kidding me? Hey, man, you said you were all right. I didn't know you were clutch, too. Are you ready? I'm just going to go. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. I mean, hey, if it's open, take it. Got him, Frank? Oh, dude. I'm getting lagging for some reason, dog. Alright, it's alright. We'll lock up on defense. Lamp up on defense. We'll be fine. I'm gonna take this guy. I'll lock him on myself. He's gonna go deep on me. Let's go! Let's go. Hey, there's Joey Boats, though. You said it was a good play. Like the pick. We got in. We got in there. Oh, wow.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And just bowling over tacklers. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. This is Elliott. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Sean Lee, the Pro Bowler, there for the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Elliott. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And his throw here is incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
He's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Prescott from the gun. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup.
Why are you backing up so far?
Here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? On first down, Elliott, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. That's complete to Cobb.
Dude.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Are you kidding me, Byron? All this guy does is spam out.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Elliott. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
47.
From the 31, Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. 23 yards the pickup there.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Prescott now. Throw incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
47. 54. Mike's 54. Hey, let's get this. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. 47. Situation. Let's go. Hey, what's that? Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Prescott to throw on 4th.
Dude, there were 2. Why are you double?
Defensive end DeMarcus Lawrence
Of course.
applied the heat.
There we go, EA. Why would La'el go double team him?
What they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even
Okay,
with their opponent.
there we go, EA.
They gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front.
Well, now I see this guy running the ball the entire game. He cannot pass.
You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way. And then
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Third and long for Prescott. Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And he fires one that's intercepted. Then Xavier Woods with a pick. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Following the interception, here's Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Cooper was the target there, and now it's 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down. A first down throw for Prescott. Caught by Cobb. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
On third down, it's Prescott. And that is caught. It's Witten for the Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range.
Dude, leave him.
A good run on first down. It's got him very close to the line to gain, just shy of the 35. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On second and very short, Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. That last catch short the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Prescott to throw it. Completes it to Jason Witten. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line. Prescott yet again. He's got the first down inside the 10. Now a timeout
There's
signal.
so much
They'll
time.
get 10 seconds to go before
How
halftime.
come my DeMarcus Lawrence gets no pressure?
And again, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, good move. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Looking sideline, incomplete. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Lets it fly deep for Cobb. It got his man complete. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first.
But we spend a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
They go play action here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Prescott. Going right side, he has Witten. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. Off the play fake, Prescott. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball. And we see yet another errant throw as a result.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To the air again, Prescott. And he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
46. 54.
On play action, Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. On the counter, Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
So statistically, both of these offenses have a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Third and short yardage, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be fourth down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass, a run. What will they do? We're about to find out. Fourth down. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the fourth down conversion. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. Check out three. Check safety. Check safety.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. And incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Now they'll let Olawale have a crack at it. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. It's a keeper with Prescott.
Are you kidding me, Bennett?
We'll take it in for a Cowboy score. Dak Prescott keeping it himself from a yard out, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed.
That's pass interference.
Defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Prescott now 9 of 17 through the air. Not a great percentage, but it is 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On 2nd down, it's Elliott. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big run that time by Elliott. 63 yards. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run with Elliott. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look to grab a late lead. He'll buy some time right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty.
That's all illegal touch, and he wasn't the first person to touch it, you idiot.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The kick by Maher is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they've managed the clock exactly right.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things in.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Prescott now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Prescott. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They shakes him off. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, but it'll be second down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
It's so bullshit. He keeps bailing this dude out.
Set up shop at the 46-yard line. Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Prescott. Got an open man, the tight end Jarwin. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Prescott to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Brett Maher now for the Cowboy field goal. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So on 4th down, on comes the Dallas kicker, Brett Maher. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Mike.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios.
That's pass interference!
One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Prescott off play action. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. 2 straight incompletions. Now the pressure's really on. Last thing you want here to start overtime, a 3 and out.
And I know that a few years ago when they changed the rules about overtime, it may have changed a little bit about how you go about things. But bottom line is, when you have the football, you never want to give it up. You want to make sure you get points on the board at a minimum and put pressure on the other team. This is a huge 3rd down call coming up.
So a big move here, plan to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. They'll run it with Elliott. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Play action now, Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Elliott going to bite off about 7 on that one. A good run on 1st down. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Check 31, check 31.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Robert Quinn. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
On play action, they'll throw. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. On first and... Oh, Prescott stripped.
No way! Of course. Of course. Here we go, Gabe. Good job. GG.
20, 10, and he
I just got bailed up. Let me celebrate.
It's a touchdown, and in a crazy inning, a defensive score wins it. Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get into overtime, that's one
What a
thing. It was
bailout.
4 quarters, but then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely, and I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who can help us, because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this one, and to finish it on a defensive touchdown, a takeaway that gets into the end zone. I'm not rooting for anyone, but boy, I'd love to see games finish that way.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've
What a
been watching
bailout.
the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Big D.
We're going to spend 24 hours straight in the Bermuda Triangle. Wish us luck. Guys, we're in the ocean. I want you all to make a will. I want you all to see Cameron and let us know if something were to happen to you. What would you want to happen to you? It's not a will that I don't have a better will. I'm going to write my will. Alright? I don't want to lie to you. I'll probably just leave my dog to my fam and everything else is my family. But my ostrich is a free man. Alright, so my last will and testament, I'm going to leave the house, our car, our dog, our cat, and all of our money to my wife. Alright guys, my job mom is in the car that she gave me. And my Xbox, he said. For their will, they wanted to know the people. So I got it. Well, alright. Actually,
What?
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys.
One second.
It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On first down, here's Breida. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. Now on 2nd and 13, Garoppolo. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. How about the 2 Bosa brothers, by the way? Both defensive players of the week in Week 8 for their respective conferences. Joey had 2 sacks, 4 tackles for loss in a win over the Bears. Nick had 3 sacks and a pick in a win over Carolina. Here's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. On first down, Elliott. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage and hit clearing space.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott letting one fly deep, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, 37 yards, and they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Without a doubt, the fade route is tough to stop if your wide receiver and quarterback are on the same page and the ball is placed in the proper spot.
Extra point by Marr, up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Jalen Smith. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Garoppolo. And he hits his running back, Tevin Coleman. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big game there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Garoppolo on first down. Completes it to Coleman. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Garoppolo again. The Sanders has got it complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And it's caught. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Jalen Smith able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Wait.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They run forward, Breida, and he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this Cowboy defense comes up with a goal line stand. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott, 98 yards. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. To throw is Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Past the 20, and all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the red zone now, Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott, that is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys push out in front further.
Huh?
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Garoppolo now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender's making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Elliott. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. They go to Elliott again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And just like that, it's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Looking deep for Elliott. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. That he is.